Scott with SGWellfire.com, Final Days Report, episode 106. We're calling this Giants, Nephilim. Are they coming back? I had a dream. I was testing the spirit about this dream I had about Nephilim / giants. All of a sudden, all these truthers and pastors started talking about end time signs, Nephilim, giants. One of them, I was listening to Pastor Dean Odell, where a witch converted to Christianity, and she ended up telling the congregation, or at least Dean, that they know, these Satanists know, this multi-generational Satanist family know that giants are coming back. I'm not 100% sure if they're being stored in underground bases or what. Unbelievable. Strange babies are being born with supernatural strength. But let's see if this is biblical. Matthew 24, 37 through 39. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Son of Man is Christ. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Entering into the ark really signifies Christ, right? Getting saved. So what were the days of Noah like? Let's read Genesis 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God, these are fallen angels, saw the daughters of men, and they were fair. Fair is good looking. And they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. It's just interesting. The closer you are to God, the longer you live. There were giants in the earth in those days. So giants are going to come back in the end of days. And also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, and the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. This sounds good, men of renown, but I heard a pastor talk about how these were wicked, wicked, wicked giants, cannibalism, killing everything. And God saw that the wickedness of men was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And this is a genetic war, genetic Armageddon. Noah was perfect in his generations. That doesn't mean he wasn't sinless, right? That means his generation was clean. So before I get into the dream, it just reminded me of the World Cup ceremony of 2015, where, and if you're listening, you got to check out the video. They showed these giants coming up from the earth, and they started describing them as giants, and they were really dirty. They looked foul and smelly, running around doing archaic type movement, like, I just remember, like, what is up? Why are they pushing giants? Then all of a sudden, I think it was 2016, Steve Quayle and Mr. Marzulli started talking about whistleblowers in the army shooting this giant in Afghanistan that was just like 12 to 14 feet, maybe 1,400 pounds. It stunk, had red hair. They had to shoot it in the head. Supposedly it wiped out a squad of military people. And so it's just kind of wild. And then this whole vaccine genocide, we talk often about that, but this is a new one to me. And if you're listening, you got to check it out. This just looks nefarious. This looks like a foreign parasite. This almost looks like it's from another world. I don't know. It just looks wicked, like this parasite. Unbelievable. So are they jacking that in you? And what is it doing to you? It looks beyond nanotech. This thing looks alive, my friends. So my dream was a quick one. Literally, I opened up my garage door, and all of a sudden there were these two 6'4" to 6'7", but wide, almost like offensive lineman wide. And they were just huge, and they were like laughing weird and looking at me. And then all of a sudden I realized in my spirit, they were 4 to 5 years old and bigger than me. They could have tossed and thrown me around, and I had to rebuke them. I didn't rebuke them in the name of Jesus, but I'm like, get out of here. Like I had to yell, and then they ran off, and they were just little kids. They were little kids in a huge body, and they could have tossed me, and they were thick. They were absolutely thick. So I don't know if this is just a dream that shows that this is an indicator that we're in end times, or are we literally going to start seeing babies that all of a sudden become giants, or are they going to release these giants from the pits of hell, as they've shown in this Rugby 2015, going back to the witch from Dean Odell / satanic family, I guess multi-generational satanic family. They said giants will come out in the end days. Dream kind of spooked me out a little bit. So Nephilim, end days, we'll see. I know some of the babies being born have supernatural strength and dark eyes, walking way too early. Kind of wild. Who knows? Is that what this dream is about? I'm not 100% sure, but something to think about. God bless. Scott@SGWellfire.com. Bookmark our site. Have a blessed day.